Hi everybody, Lizzie Jones here, and today I'm going to share with you the 2016 Paper Tray Ink Moments Inked Planner System. The biggest change this year is that there are two different binding styles, and so we are going to, let's go over the spiral bound first. So this one is just like last year's spiral binding in that there's a coil on the edge, just a basic spiral binding, but this year it's a metal coil. It's a nice silver coil, and it's a much thinner book than it was last year. It's about a third of the thickness, I would say, maybe half. So just like last year, there are interchangeable covers. You've got one designed by Dawn, one by Miley, a couple by Nicole, and one by me. These are heavy cardstock that is beautifully printed and then laminated, so it's nice and durable, nice and sturdy for you. And it's in that same linen stock that you find throughout the planner itself. So once you're opening it up here, let's see, so you will notice when you open your planner there is a color guide, and I love this because it's got an easy, super basic, no guesswork guide to what the color schemes are throughout the months. So this way, if you are trying to figure out, is that simply chartreuse or is that limeade ice or whatever, you can come up here and you can see, okay, May is Ocean Tide, Simply Chartreuse, Orange Zest, easy peasy. Those are the ink colors and cardstock colors that will best coordinate. No problem at all. So it just makes it super, super simple. Then you, so again, we've got the cardstock dividers throughout with the laminated tabs. They're nice and sturdy. In fact, last year my tabs stayed in pretty good shape throughout the year. So again, they're just gonna hold up for you well. You've got the Years at a Glance 2016 and 2017 in here. Nice for long-term planning. And then the Dates to Remember section. Now, last year I only put, I don't know, a handful of dates in because I figured, well, I have them all digitally, I don't really need to have it in two places. And then we had a computer meltdown and I lost a bunch of them. So this year I'm going to make sure to write it all in. I've already got a date with my mama-in-law to go over her planner from last year and get all these dates transferred, so I don't have to do that again. Again, nice dividers. You've got a quote at the beginning of each month, and here you've got your month at a glance. So it's pretty straightforward, great for big dates, big events that you want to make sure to highlight. You've got a notes section. This would be great for stuff coming in February, so it's right there for you, easy to see. And then you've got your week. So the biggest change I think that you'll notice is that there are no daily pages. So with the daily pages being gone, that's what makes the planner so much thinner. But I think it also makes it a little bit more manageable too. So you, on these weekly pages, there's a little bit of an adjustment. There are no more sections. So last year the pages were, or the days were broken down into morning, afternoon, and evening. These don't have that. It's just one column, one lined column. The lines help you keep everything nice and straight. But the fact that it's not broken down in sections makes it a little more flexible. So if like you don't have a whole lot going on in the morning, but your evening is really booked up, you don't have to cram everything into one section of the column, which is really great. And again, you have the notes section like you normally would at the end of the pages. And here at the end of the month, there's a little bit of a note, like a notebook paper section. The fact that the daily pages are not in here, I I think takes a little bit of the pressure off, because I know I for one was having a little bit of a hard time keeping up with some of those. But these pages here, again, are more flexible, so I can use these pages to do basically the same stuff. If there are notes that I wanted to make sure they kept on top of, you know, things that I wanted to remember, that happened, or, you know, whatever. These pages offer that flexibility without the pressure of the daily pages. And the fact that you have the days here means that, like, if you want to keep track of your water intake, if you want to keep track of exercise or whatever, you can write those in the notes section. So I think you still get your all of your information in there, which I think is really great. So all the months are the same as far as the layout goes. So let's go back here to the notes section. Again, we have the important contacts, same thing we had last year, and like I said, that computer meltdown means I'm writing these into the planner so I don't lose them, just to make sure that I have a backup. Got more of that notebook paper. I love this paper. It's such beautiful paper. That linen texture is really lovely. Grid line paper. Great for things like card sketches, right? And then in the back here we have the year in review. So if you do want to continue with the memory keeping, but you don't want to do a whole lot, like the daily pages might have been a little bit much for the way that you live, this is a really great way to just condense the year. And this is definitely something I'm keeping from last year's planner, and it's something I'm certainly going to fill in for this upcoming year. It's just a nice way to sort of wrap up the year. Things that you can remember, you can do all of this at the end of the year, so it's just a nice way to reminisce and still hold on to some of those memories, which is great. And just like last year's, it's got this great bookboard, heavy bookboard cover, so it's really nice, very, very sturdy, very, very durable, and it's a little bit more travel friendly, I think, with the slimmer size. I'm really excited about that. So next up, let's look at the binder system. So I think this is really, really wonderful. I love that it's got the snap closure on it. These metal accents are not only attractive, but they're also going to keep the corners of the binder nice and protected, which I'm really pretty excited about. So it's going to be nice and rough and tumble. I can take it with me and not have to worry about it getting beat up too badly. You've got a pocket on the inside here, and then you've got a pen loop. Use your favorite writing instrument there. The pages are all the same as far as like layouts and everything. The only difference being that they come nicely hole punched for you, and they come shrink wrapped, so it's all nice and compact. I didn't even have to sort of separate it into sections to get it all into the binder. It's just one big chunk. It went in really super easily. But I love that. I know that folks that switched to a binder system last year might have had that spiral binding on the edge that may or may not appeal to you. This just, I think, looks really nice and clean. Plus, it's easy to open, easy to snap closed, super, super handy. So then we flip to the back, and I love this. So not only are we getting a binder, but we're also getting notebooks that are made of the same paper that the planner is. So it's that beautiful linen texture, and I'm a big list maker. I love lists, so I know I'm going to be using these a whole lot. So in this binder, there's a back pocket with a slit in it, all you do is you take the chipboard that's mounted on, that the note paper is mounted on, you slide it right in there, and you can still use that pocket because obviously the chipboard's not going to fill it all the way up. So super handy, beautiful paper at the ready all the time in your binder. Not a whole lot better than that as far as I can tell. And if you really do miss having the patterned cover on the front, you can still tuck one of these in. It's just that it's not going to maybe hold on as well. I suppose you could always hole punch it if you wanted to do that and then trim off the edge. It's up to you. But you know, there's all sorts of ways to make it your own. So we're going to close this up here. I love that snap. It's so nice and compact, and I really think it's going to travel beautifully. So in addition to the notepads, which I've already mentioned that I'm really excited about, we are also getting white Post-it notes. 3x3s and 3x6s. They're going to be super awesome for lists. Like I said, I'm a big list maker. They coordinate beautifully with the Post-it set that came out last year. And this way, I don't know about you, but when I'm using like, I don't know, yellow Post-it notes or something, and I go to stamp, say, Hibiscus Burst, and it gets kind of orangey, you don't have to deal with that with these white notes. They're going to stay, the color's going to stay true, they're going to stay crisp, they're going to coordinate with the color schemes in the planner beautifully, and I'm totally pumped about getting to use these white Post-it notes. So, there you go. There are my first impressions of this year's planner. I can't wait to see how you guys use your planners. I'm still not totally sure which one, the spiral bound or the binder, I'm going to use more. I'm going to try them both out, see what works best for me, and I don't know, I'm excited about this year. I think it's going to be a great, super organized year. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see what 2016 brings. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.